So as many of you may know, I've been desperately trying to get back on GMYRIG here to get this rear end set back into place here to make it a roller again. So one, the struggle of time, but another, the struggle of the right tools for the fab work. Just as you're working on your project, here's some tools that's going to help make your project life so much easier. So this right here is a CH60 hole and seat punch, and this right here is rated up to 2/5 of an inch here. So no matter if you're punching steel, stainless, hey, this comes with 4 dies. So you're talking a 10, 13, 17, and a 20. So that's going to get your whole seat and your punch with each one of those. So this right here can be driven with porta power, hydraulic, pneumatic, electric. And in fact, I've got an electric pump that's on its way right now, electric over hydraulic, and we've got the hydraulic oil for it. We're just waiting on the weather to allow that FedEx truck to get up here. So this right here is a nice setup when you're looking to punch steel, whatever the case, 2/5 of an inch up to a 20 millimeter. But if you're looking to drill, this right here is a mag drill that I picked up recently. Thank you, Challenge the Bill, for helping support the BG here. So this right here is something you can just put it in place here, activate the electrode magnet on it, and this stays in place, and then you can do your drilling with that in mind. This right here is one nice way to be able to drill into your different material or punch into material. So another thing is a sander here, and this is one I've not got much use out of it, but hey, this right here is a 4-inch by 36-inch belt sander that's adjustable here, so you can run it in any position, and this right here has a locking tab on it too, so that way you can actually lock it in that down position. But this right here is a nice setup. Again, you got the 4 by 36 with a 6-inch orbital on that, so you get your little fence and your guard and some other tools that comes with it. But this right here is a nice way that you can bench top, do your sanding, because one, I got tired of holding the grinder upside down and projecting objects out there. But one of the other things that is pretty neat that I feel, hey, this right here is a working milling table for your typical drill here. So this right here converts your Z axis over to an XYZ axis. So this table has a total of 11 inches by 5 inches of total travel on it, and then the throat will be the other concern on how deep your throat is, on how far that you can go back with that. But this right here is the model that's designed for, again, XYZ axis, and you got 2 different models, a smaller and a larger. But I'll put a link in the description down below for each of these items here. So you got your working milling table, you got your mag drill, your hole and seat punch, your hydraulic driven pump for the seat punch, as well as a belt sander. And one of the things I've recently picked up, which is aiding in, as far as supporting the frame, it's adjustable, collapsible jack stands here, pipe stands, but you can use them for multiple reasons here. But these right here are nice to be able to set your frame up in the air. It has a capacity up to 2,500 pounds, and they can range anywhere from 42 inches up to 52 inches in height, depending on the model available. But these stands are actually pretty neat. You got this locking washer on the top of it that you can actually set it up so it frees this pipe up, and as you pull it, it automatically locks into place. So when you pull it up and drop it, it locks down in place. So with that in mind, when you're ready to lower this, all you got to do is pick up the washer a little bit, and this will slide down. But you have to be very careful because this can be a finger pincher. And another thing is, once you get it to where you need it, you've got a range here on the pipe that you can actually, gear it up or down with that. But to have these adjustable stands here, just as the one, hey, check these things out. Pretty sweet. You're talking up to 2,500 pounds each. But one of the things that we've been up against, again, tools and parts. So we've got the 2-inch DOM tubing here, 1/4-inch wall, 2 sticks at 23 feet long. That's gonna be enough to build these link bars on the rear side of it. And I've got some help from Chucky's Chop Shop, and we're gonna actually get some brackets for the front to hold on to this, as well as the rear on this right here. So I've got the parts in place, not to mention TMR customs with the large heim joints with that. So I've got the tools, got the parts. It's time and the weather. So let's get on these projects here and see what we GMYRIG next. But at the end of the day, the tools makes everything. So check it out, the link down below for each of these items here. I will link it down below. But what are your questions? What are your questions?